A very great Wednesday to each and every one of you. Welcome back to another episode of ACTnow. Hot issue, what's for lunch? And do not change the channel. Do not be surprised. Do not be bewildered because why? Yes, Mio Adlan is back with you on this glorious Wednesday afternoon, the 24th of August, with you for ACTnow Hot Issue. It's been a while. I know. I miss you guys too. I really do. From the bottom of my heart. It's been a busy couple of weeks for me personally, but I would never turn down the opportunity to come back and talk about all of the hottest issues, what's happening, not just in Malaysia, but sometimes all over the world as well. So for you guys out there, first of all, thank you so much for watching us all this while, and make sure you guys leave us a comment down in the comment section, and do share this video, because this video may not just be beneficial for you but for others as well. And don't forget to download the ACTnow mobile community app on the Google Play Store as well as the App Store, the Apple App Store. It will show you the better side of you, to be more disciplined, to be more diligent in wanting to be a better member of the community. The app is called ACTnow, so download it now. It is free, guys. Do it now. And one person who has been holding on to the torch, making sure that the show goes on air every single time, is none other my partner in crime, who kesian dia lah. He has been very lonely for the past few days because I tak ada, is none other than Melvin Lam. Hey, Melvin.
I treat you back because I performed backstage. So you kat tahan saya bukan? So you have to come back.
No. Hot issue is about partnership, Melvin. It's just like you and I. It's just like us with the world as well, with the ACTnow community. You know, it's always a partnership where we work together better. You know.
Yes, and I've been telling everyone that you are under the weather. So I don't know whether it's true weather, Mother Nature, or under the bad weather in the household.
Let's not go there. No. I was actually feeling a bit under the weather last Monday, but nevertheless, I am now fit as a fiddle. You know, I'm back. Hitting my stride in wanting to contribute in any way that I can to the community. All right. So, quick updates from you. What have I missed? I mean, what have you been talking while I'm away, Melvin?
Okay. Last Monday, we talked about floods, the possible of another floods. I mean, the indications. If you are aware, since last Saturday to even today, it's been quite a cool day in KL. It's been raining here and there. We had a bit floods over the weekend, and get anyone panic. And in India, there was a major flood in west-eastern India as well, and also certain parts of the countries in Europe. So I put my 2 cents of advice to authorities. I hope that they hear me. Is that be prepared, especially we have got a lot of cases from the communities asking us to seek the authority to trim the trees. All right, there's one major one. The committee was so happy that was in somewhere in Wangsa Maju. They sent all the photos. It's about the tree itself is about around the neighborhood, about at least 4-story height. Right, so need to because of the rains, expecting the rainfall, and then please our drainage systems, all the drains need to be clear. Don't do it when things happen. So we have to take a what's the word?
Yeah, we need to be rather than being reactive, we need to be proactive, because the fact that we have experienced this already last year. So, people should know what it is that they need to do. People should know, I mean, the authorities at least, they need to have a plan in place already and not wait for the last minute, because again, these kind of things, they don't give us a schedule. They don't send us an email, hey, Malaysia, flood is coming lah, okay, nanti ada datang 3 hari, check your calendar. It doesn't work that way.
Please act now.
Exactly. Please act now, and it's better to be proactive rather than reactive as much as we can. All right, cool. Enough about floods. Let's talk about what we want to talk about today in regards of the topics that we want to bring out today. The first topic that we have is something which is very close to my heart, because we want to talk about parenting. Yes, parenting is something that it is. I have to say, with my experience, granted, I've only been a parent for about 12 years. It has been nothing but challenging. Of course, it has its greatness. Having my children around and everything. But it does bring a lot of challenges in you: how to take care of your children, how to raise them, how to make sure that they are well, how to make sure that they're out of trouble, so on and so forth. Why am I bringing this up is that, unfortunately, with whatever that has been reported lately, it seems that parents nowadays, especially in today's day and age, that parents are becoming more neglecting of their children. Why we're saying this is because it has been reported by The Star, actually, one of the most famous publications out there. It says that police want the kid gloves to come off when dealing with negligent parents after data shows that failing to monitor their young children properly could have led to over 200 accidental deaths yearly. 200 orang mati because of parents' negligence. That is alarming, Melvin.
Yes, alarming figure. 200 children netted by the parents on such matter. I think it's a good topic to discuss. But as we all say, Chinese, I think all races will believe the children never grow up, even though they have their age. To the parents, is always a child, right? Isn't it? So, well, this article came out like such, writing children behind the back of the father. I believe it's the father. This is very common sight. I can tell you that's more that I see. Well, they have two young children behind. I see a few cases. They have a baby in front.
Yeah.
As well. So please, those who come across who are driving, please give them way, slow down, right? They might lost their balance, and then they might just trip over or fall over the road. So please be patient. Those who are driving cars and all these things, give them way if you see such so-called circumstances, situation like such.
Yeah. And looking at this picture specifically, what we have on screen right here, again, I send my daughter to school every single morning. And believe you me when I say that I always see these happen, not just in this manner, but also sometimes where, both the parent and the child, they don't wear helmets, riding motorcycle to send their children to school, to send their child to school. I get it. Sometimes, you need to send their child, and then like they say like, alah, sekolah dekat je, so tak apa, tak ada masalah, nak lintas jalan je. When it comes to safety, it is very, very important because as careful as you may be literally in a tank. Okay, I'm just giving this to an idea. You could literally drive a tank, and like you will be like super careful or whatnot, but sometimes or other, orang lain yang tak careful, orang lain yang tak properly following the rules, and you could get involved into an accident, not because of you, but because of others as well. This shows that accidents do happen anywhere. And we also understand that when you bring your kid along, if you have two kids, and then you have your wife to bring as well, sometimes you see 4 people on a motorcycle. Kita faham, yeah, mungkin a lot of people out there can't afford a car. They can't afford a 4-wheel car, even though maybe like second-hand car like a Myvi you can get maybe about 7,000-8,000 ringgit. But still, these are a lot of money. This is a lot of money for a lot of people out there, especially in today's circumstances. But you need to really think about, you need to go somewhere. You want to go shopping, you want to go to Taman Tasik Perdana, whatever not. But again, you need to really understand the safety of your children. That is the most important thing. Masalahnya, itulah, people say that, oh tak apa, I'm very careful. Oh tak apa, I tak ada masalah. That's the problem with the mentality, Melvin, my point of view.
That's true. I come across a lot. Right? So you seen almost every day. A lot of parents with the bike, I mean, yes, they splash their children, they stay nearby, but the safety features, they do not exercise. I mean, helmet is necessary. Don't say it's just a short distance, 1 minute, 2 minutes journey. Because accidents might come to you anytime.
Yep.
Right. So this is what we call netted parents, who feel to exercise safety for their own children. And I always get mad when I read about articles that they leave the children, especially those few months old kids, in the car, sometimes in the car. And
Mm.
if sometimes, we brought this up issues. Was it sometime last year? They
Yeah,
forgot
we
to lock
did.
in the car
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
left them under the hot sun for hours and come back. It's like a steamed human being
Yeah.
ready to serve you dinner.
Yeah, it is very alarming. It is very saddening to hear these cases happen. And one thing I also want to point out is that for the past few months, we've able to actually go out and have a vacation. We know we get to go to swimming pool, pantai, and whatnot. And I see parents out there. I mean, like again, granted, I sometimes do it myself, but I make sure in my head that I know what's happening to my daughter when she's in the water. Because parents nowadays are so busy. Oh, I want to update my Instagram lah. I want to take selfie here lah. I want to check what that guy is doing lah. They forgot that they have another human being out there, which
True.
is their own flesh and blood, who's actually in the water. Even if you're an Olympic swimmer lah, when you're in the water, sometimes things can happen. You need to keep your eyes on your children
Yes.
at
It
all
could be
times. So,
the leg got cramped. Things
yeah,
anything could happen. Starfish, so-called sting by
jellyfish, sting,
starfish,
yeah.
jellyfishes. So if you have parents that's busy themselves taking selfie and posting, and while the child was screaming for help, struggling
Mm,
for help, and you doesn't even know that's very so-called a sad case.
yeah.
Uh, so this is something like parents could be penalized. What is
Mhm.
the they have what is the what how much they will they get a jail terms?
Yeah, according to the Malaysian Institute of Road Safety Research, this is
Yeah.
coming to in regards of road safety, of course. Parents who are, who are punished due
Ah,
to things that happen on the road, they could actually be imposed up to 2,000 ringgit fine. 2,000 ringgit je, Marvin. Kalau anak mati
I think it's
2,000 doesn't mean anything.
too low.
Yeah, too low. I mean, like,
It's
no
starting from
money in the
minimum
world
300 ringgit, to 2,000. Yeah,
No
you
money in
must.
the world can replace a loss of a child's life. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day, that's what we don't want to do. Kita tak nak saman you sebab nak suruh ingatkan you. This thing you need to know because kalau you boleh beranak, kalau you boleh melakukan aktiviti yang meriangkan tu untuk dapatkan anak, you should know the responsibility of having a child. I mean, like bottom line, that's what it is.
yeah, and also those children that sneak out in the middle of the night. I think to have a raise and all those things, I think the parents should be also held responsible. That
Yeah.
those cases happened 2 years ago. They are not even teenage yet. They're 7, 8 years old kids that left the house after midnight, for a race among their friends. So
Right. Yep.
yeah, I think we have to remind everyone, to the parents out there. I hope some campaign that this is part of my campaign that we have proposed to MOT, Ministry of Transport, to under the one of the divisions. It's called RIMOS, Road Institute of Safety in Malaysia, right? To remind not only the so-called the target audience, is also involved the parents.
Mm.
You should
Yeah.
net your children, keep an eye on them, and all these things is our duty.
Yeah, I mean, I know that it is difficult to keep your eye on your children. I mean, granted, when they're like, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, it could be easier in comparison should they're already in their teens, like 14, 15, they want to explore the world, they want to, they want to discover the world. Melvin and I, we were both teenagers. We understood how life was when we were teenagers. We wanted to sometimes be a bit rebellious, sometimes we want to try new things, but it is always important that parents jangan lepas tangan je lah, putting it
I
that way.
think
Yeah,
our age, or rather my age, the parents are more stricter. The young parents nowadays are very different.
No, dulu lain. Because I've learned this for a fact, Melvin. You cannot treat your children right now the same way as your parents treat you last time around because of the psyche, because of the emotional condition that comes with it. I totally get that. Because similar to your case, when I was brought up, I was living in fear because of the feather duster that was hanging on the closet, because like my father had that imposed in the house, and we understood that level of discipline. But right
Yeah.
now, I can't do that to my daughter. But what I can do is that I always keep an eye on her. I always ask her how she's doing. I always expect her to share things with me. If she doesn't share with me, at least she shares it with my wife. That's another
Yeah.
way to actually go about
I
it. Lah.
think, come to think of it, those days every household have a feather duster, the cane, rotan. Nowadays you can hardly find.
Actually, you tahu dulu feather duster, kalau you nak buat business, banyak duit you boleh buat tau. But now you cannot already. So yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, coming to an end about this, we just want to just give a reminder again to myself as well. I mean, again, Melvin is also a father to a couple of kids as well at home. So, at the end of the
My kids
day,
are very
parents,
obedient.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they can go out of line as well.
No, they don't go out
But
from the house.
yeah, that's why, because you care for them. That's why it's all about caring. It's all about giving that extra bit. Yeah, we know that you're tired. We know that you're working hard to earn that money, to pay for that rent, to pay for the house, to pay for the car, to pay for the food. But at the end of the day, you would be paying for nothing if your own flesh and blood, your own children will come to harm, and it is something that you cannot
You will
take
pay
back.
they pay a high price.
Yeah, and it's unpayable. The
Yeah.
price that you will pay is definitely unpayable. Okay, first topic dah bawa sangat menyentuh perasaan. Melvin sengaja bringing me the
Your
father,
parents now,
the parent.
your father of two. So you're
Yeah,
more
that's
emotional
why.
than me.
So let's change the story a bit. Let's talk about
Okay.
something where a lot of Malaysians may not really know what their roles are, because when they see them, nampak macam diorang, tapi dia ada tambahan perkataan pula ni, and then sometimes they don't really carry the same authority. So what is it that is going on? So what we want to talk about is that we want to talk about the Malaysia's police bantuan ataupun the auxiliary police. You may see them in shopping malls. You may see them in high-rise luxury condominiums, or even like intermediate condominiums for that matter. And are they police? Are they not police? They wear the same outfits, the same uniform as policemen. Melvin, who are these auxiliary police? Siapa polis bantuan?
Well, they actually perform like a police. Why I'd like to bring out this subject, because a lot of people does not know the existence of police panduan, or what power they have. So that's this was extracted by in Millennial. They say the 6 questions about Malaysian police panduan that we need to know. So who are they? Auxiliary police officers established in accordance to part. Is that 8? 9
6.
of 6. 6 of the Police Act. Are designated full-time employees of the agencies or corporations they serve, but are appointed by IGP, Inspector General of Police. So they actually qualified to be a police, but they're under a payroll of individual, like in corporations, of those agencies that hire them, right? So auxiliary police officers share a similar hierarchy of police ranks with Royal Malaysia Police, from constables to most senior auxiliary police officer bearing the rank of superintendent within the agency they are employed. All right. And point 2, where are they usually stationed? Usually, just now, one of them, like in shopping malls. And what do they do? So auxiliary police or police panduan officers are usually employed by financial institutions, banks as well, MRT, mass transit operators, corporate entities, government-linked agencies, shopping malls, and public utility services. So, I think if I have a choice, I would love to employ this police panduan, because they have been trained. And they are locals. Sorry, I'm not being biased. Versus foreigners guards, like in my condo. Give me a second, please.
Yeah.
So
no, it's okay. You can entertain that call if you want.
Huh?
You can entertain that call if you want. I can continue this for a short while you entertain that call.
It's okay. I think they are seeking interest in the puppy lost and found. Just like I told you, I sent it out, and I think people now are interested to adopt this lovely puppy. So, and now we have this service of lost and found.
I thought it was somebody who wanted to tell you that you are given you inherit like 500,000 ringgit for somebody, those kind of calls. So yeah,
500,000 ringgit, I won't take the call.
Oh wow. Okay, fine.
500,000 million, 500,000, probably in 500 millions. Yeah, I would just pick up and say,
500
hello,
million.
I'm live now. I'm doing live now. What you want?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not 2.6B lah. But coming up to this topic again, I just want to share with people the difference between actual police and those who are police bantuan. The auxiliary police have all the existing powers of regular police under the Royal Malaysian Police. And the exception is that they can exercise these powers only within the boundaries of their respective employing agencies. For instance, yes, I spoke to you offline. Sunway employs them. So Sunway employs these police bantuan, meaning that the police bantuan is able to carry out their duties within the area of their jurisdiction of Sunway properties. And what the auxiliary police cannot do is that they cannot investigate cases, act as riot control agents, and perform court duties and special operations under the General Operations Force. So basically, police bantuan is police with some caveat around it, which is not too heavy anyway, because like if you're doing something wrong within an area, a police bantuan still has the authority to arrest you and bawa you masuk lockup juga.
Because I am in favor of police bantuan because they know the laws, right? They have been trained, they know what to do and don'ts. So I welcome them. I would like to suggest in my condo, because sometimes we have communication issues with our guards. They are all foreigners, and if someone can speak your language, they can understand you better. Because in some cases I come across, hopefully not mine yet, in my condo. Some they got these miscommunications with the tenants, residents. They will comes into a fight.
Yeah.
So that's things that we can avoid, and we can also provide employment to the locals, which is something that this is our top preference as well.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about it, about employment. The employment opportunities to become an auxiliary police officer. All you need to be is you need to meet a certain age, physically, physical as well, citizenship and academic criteria that are set by the PDRM. And male candidates must weigh in at least 50 kilos. Dia tak nak you ringan sangat, takut you nanti terbang. Or at least and they also have to be at least 162 centimeters tall, while the women must be weighing at least 45 kilos and to be 152 centimeters tall. And the applicants must go for an interview before representatives of the employing agency and the PDRM. So basically, at the end of the day, kalau orang macam complain, tak nak kerja, tak ada kerja, sebenarnya you can actually become part of the police force in becoming an auxiliary police moving forward. So this is definitely an opportunity for Malaysians out there.
Yeah, I think yes. So this is something I hope will enlighten anyone, because a lot of people, they are also different from Layla. Layla are voluntary. We also can engage them by project basis. Let's say you have an event, you want Layla, they can actually engage them. And but it's very different from police bantuan. Police bantuan can actually their uniform is the police uniform with the badge are different.
Right. So at the end of the day, what we just want to say, regardless of whatever it is, have respect to people, have respect to authorities, and police bantuan are still, authority figures as well. So they don't disturb them while they're doing their job. Jangan pandang kau police bantuan, no, please don't do that.
I recall when you were doing the lockdown and restrict movements, we have cases that appear paper. The police bantuan ask people to wear the mask and all these things. A lot of clients say, you are not a real police. You can't ask us to do that. Yeah, I think we brought up the subject.
I think we did. Yeah,
days. They are equally. They can ask you if you go to the mall and they ask you, please wear your mask. If you don't do, they can actually arrest you.
Yeah, exactly. One question that our beloved viewer, Mr. Ho has actually asked, what is the difference between police bantuan and PVR police, proper police and their power? Actually, as mentioned, they actually carry the same amount of responsibilities, the same amount of power. The only difference is that, Mr. Ho, is that police bantuan, their jurisdiction falls only to the area that they are employed to. For instance, Sunway Pyramid. So their area of work is only Sunway Pyramid. Anything that is across the Sunway Pyramid, they cannot they cannot basically, if you were to murder somebody outside the Sawi pyramid, it would be falling under PDRM lah, and police bantuan cannot
No, like
interfere
you can do
because
a citizen arrest lah.
yeah, no, I'm being dramatic here. So, Mr. Ho, you can actually check out because we literally just found this out as well by our own research. You can just research yourself and get more information
And
about
then they
that.
cannot
Thanks.
carry guns.
Yeah. Oh no,
Unless-
actually, the high level
unless
ones,
they
yeah, with
register under
permits.
their employer.
Exactly. As long as the employer, for this instance, Sunway Group has actually, gotten
gun
the
license.
proper gun license for them to carry. Baru diorang boleh bawa. Okay, no, didn't know that topic about police bantuan can be this interesting. Coming to the end of our topic, what we want to bring about is always ACTnow in the community. Please make sure you guys download the ACTnow mobile community app on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store for you guys to show your diligence and your discipline to become a better member of the society. We want to bring a topic that has involved a four-legged creature. No, we're not talking about cats. No, we're not talking about dogs. No, we're not talking about squirrels even, but we're talking about cows invading your taman. What the heck is going on?
So that's why some cow sense has been running on the field. Someone lost his cow sense.
Yeah, share with us. This report is coming in from Georgetown, Penang, Melvin.
Yes, and look at this. This is the second report. It's that same report same issue, same place last year. The NBPP actually gave a warning to the bleeder. Say, do not let go your cow. So in the residence Padang, you can see the picture. It's behind. It's all a very nice area, condos. It look like condos area with a park. So it happened a year ago, and recently go back to the same bad habit. Actually, it's not just one cow. There's reported a few cows was let go to graze the grass. I don't know whether they were thinking that they were actually doing a favor to the residents or to the Majlis.
You've
So
heard
that
about
the
the
land is
phrase,
empty.
right, Melvin? You've heard about the phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side. So I think this is what the cow has actually encountered, has discovered the grass is actually greener on this side of the taman versus where it's supposed to be lah. But again, we're talking about a city. Pulau Pinang, Georgetown City, Pulau Mutiara. You boleh tinggal kau jalan-jalan. Imagine you pergi that Taman Tasik Padani, go to Lake Garden, you see a cow while you're jogging. Wah, lawe.
I have two things that I have nothing against the cow personally.
Of course, you have nothing against the cow. We can't blame the cow for that.
I love that it runs around. It's Mother Nature. They have also the rights to be rare, but it's okay. The droppings, okay.
Yeah.
The person have to responsible clean up. Second, they're being animals. If children go around and they got so-called hesitate, they would hurt not even children, even adult for that matter.
Yeah, it is very dangerous. People don't know that cows can be very dangerous if you provoke, and normally kids would provoke the animal. Okay, when they provoke the animal can get a bit violent, and they could actually charge into fellow human beings.
So it is great.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's a myth, right? With people wearing red and bulls and whatnot is a myth. But yeah, let's not go into that. If not, we'll be here until forever. But yeah, that's the whole thing that we want to discuss about. Down in Georgetown. Okay, so basically, what we want to tell the people of Penang, please take care of your cows. Can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, please take care of your cows. That's all for this week, folks. Enough of our ranting. We will be back here on Monday, coming to you with fresh news stories on ACTnow Hot Issue. And hopefully you guys have a great weekend ahead. Granted, it's only Wednesday, but yeah, hopefully you guys have a great weekend.
And then hope to see you on Monday.
Yep. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll see each other back on Monday. Take care, folks. Say bye-bye, Melvin.
Everyone. Okay, bye.
All right. Cheers. Bye.
Yes, bye-bye.